welcome to Kitchen to Kitchen. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Nicole. And today we are going to make the dark chocolate avocado pudding from the Complete Plant Based Cookbook that America's Test Kitchen published. I'm really excited to try this. I know we were talking, I have made avocado or chocolate avocado mousses before. I guess that would be mousses, but never actually the pudding. And this is cooked. Before, when I made mousse, it was raw. So I'm really curious to see how this tastes.
Yeah.
Or to experience the taste.
Definitely.
Okay. So we already have a cup of water in our pot.
Oh, I don't, but now I do.
Oh, you don't?
I still had it in
I'll
the bowl.
tell you what you have.
Dang it, Nicole. Just kidding.
So I'm turning it, I'm turning it on halfway. The idea is we want to bring it to a simmer and melt the sugar and the cocoa powder. Okay. So are you using cane sugar?
I am using cane sugar.
Okay, and I'm going to try, we'll see how it works. I'm going to try an erythritol monk fruit mixture, see how that looks. And then we'll also put in the cocoa powder. And then I am using espresso powder.
I am not.
You're not.
No, because I'm hoping my husband will eat most of this, and he does not like coffee. And I know, sometimes you can't really taste it, but I feel like when you really don't like coffee, you can taste it.
Then we have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
So I started mine at 3, but I can tell it's already starting to steam, so I turned it down to 2, because I don't want it like a boil, right?
No.
Okay.
All you're doing with this is melting the sugar and the cocoa powder.
Oh, so I might even turn it down to 1, because we know how finicky this burner gets on me. Things like hyperactive. It is. Like,
yeah, it is. I don't think mine is near boiling at all.
Mine, I think everything is melted on mine. I believe. I don't know. I mean, it's dark in there. I can't really see, but I think it is. Because, like, when I kind of spoon it for what I can, because it's a spatula, so I can't really spoon it, but when I do, it feels pretty melted.
I can tell that I have a little bit to go, but I will say that I'm already wondering how the monk fruit erythritol blend is going to do in here. I mean, ultimately, it's going to taste very similar, but it could have a different texture.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, so if mine is all melted, I should turn it off?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can still feel a little bit of grittiness in mine, but again, I'm going to give it about another minute, and if I still feel the grittiness, I'm going to call it done. I just want to put this in a mug and drink it. Maybe I don't need pudding. No, I do.
That's really tasty. You could just smell it. It's chocolate.
Smells like coffee.
What did he say?
It smells like toffee.
Coffee. It does?
Oh, coffee. It isn't coffee. There's no coffee. Actually, it's funny. That's weird. Because she's doing the recipe with espresso powder and I'm not, because we don't like coffee. It's just cocoa powder and sugar.
Yeah, maybe.
Is this an exercise in trust?
That's right. I'm going to sneak the coffee in
my
there.
Smelling, or my scent of...
You will like this.
Smell.
It's all weird now. COVID.
Okay, so
It's true. His sense of smell now is very off since he had COVID.
And like
really?
Do taste kind
I'm curious what mine will be like when I go back to gardening, because after I had it, when I would garden, the dirt smelled very, very bad to me. Like gag reflex bad.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
COVID kind of... I got really ridiculous heartburn. That was my COVID thing. So are you adding your vanilla now?
Yep.
Okay.
And then this just gets... a lid goes on it and it sits to the side while we process the avocado.
Okay.
I am very curious about my avocados because they were not ripe at all a couple days ago, and I did the paper bag trick.
Yep.
It worked. That is
Perfect. Yep, mine are great. Mine actually, though, I frantically ran to the store yesterday to get everything, and thankfully they had perfect avocados at the store. See mine?
Oh, that's good.
They're perfect.
Oh my, yeah, they're just.
Yep, they're
They
great.
both are good. I'm going to be really noisy. Yeah, sometimes I still kind of do like a gentle slice, if that even makes sense, just to help it come out more, almost like 2 down the center, 2 down the side. It just helps it come out for me, but it doesn't really matter, I don't think.
Mine are so soft that they're just spooning out like, oh my gosh, I love avocado.
I do too. I went to a place with a friend of mine in Nashville that did, instead of avocado toast, it was avocado focaccia.
Oh, yeah.
It was another level.
I bet.
When I ordered it at first, I was just kind of thinking, oh, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
But tasted it, oh my gosh.
And you tasted it, and you're like, that's freaking delicious.
Yep. Okay.
You know what's funny is, like, I don't think I have an accent at all. I'm one of those Minnesotans who's like, I do not have unless it's like every now and then. Every now and then I'll say something like ridiculous, and I'm like, oh boy, did you hear that accent? But watching these videos back, I'm like, oh, I kind of do. Sometimes, definitely, when I say certain things, I'm like, oh, yep, there it is. Oh, yep, there it be. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, sure, you betcha.
a lot of times people say that they can tell that I'm from the Chicago area.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, the accent is just, I think it's a little bit sharper.
Okay. Yeah.
If that makes sense. So how do you say the name of your state?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Am I saying it differently than you?
Well, people from Minnesota, a lot of times when they say it, I know it's exaggerated, but I more hear Minnesota. It's like
Minnesota.
You got it.
I'm from Minnesota. I better have it. I can do a pretty good accent if I need to.
Well, yeah, clearly.
All right, so we're gonna do this, right? Are you done?
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna process the avocado, and it's gonna take a couple of minutes.
Okay.
And what you're probably gonna find is that you're gonna have to scrape down the sides a little bit.
Yep. I'm ready for it. I'm hoping that I didn't break it from our last cook. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing this in my KitchenAid. I'd make it work. I'd make it work, but I hope I didn't.
I'm waiting with bated breath.
Oh, it is. It wasn't locked. I was like, it's broken.
Oh,
It's not broken.
oh, good.
It's working.
Good. Yeah, I'm already having to wipe down the sides.
But I think because yours is so big and mine is so small that when you like puree yours, it shoots it out to everywhere, and mine just has this little tiny area.
Right. Yeah.
I'm already thinking I can make like a pretty smooth guac in this thing.
I would think so.
I mean, that would be really smooth, I suppose. It would be like a pureed guac, but... Are you eating it? Is that what you're doing there?
I want to. I just want to. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See? That was very Minnesotan. And that was very Minnesotan. When I said Minnesotan. I'm going to try. I'm not sure how well it's going to fit into my processor, but I'm going to give it a good old effort. A for effort shot there. It's halfway full with my avocado, and I still have all the liquid. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. I'm going to try it.
So at this point, what we're going to do is just slowly stream the chocolate into the food processor while we run it. Is it going to be too much?
I feel it's going to be too much. I know it's going to be too much. I mathematically know it's going to be too much. So,
okay.
I'm going to transfer to my KitchenAid.
Okay.
That'll still work. All right. So, I'm transferring because my thing is way too tiny. My food processor. I'm going to transfer to my KitchenAid here because I feel like otherwise I'm going to have a horrible overflow of chocolate, which maybe isn't the worst thing in the world, but so I'm just transferring all my avocado here.
Okay.
So you said we're gonna add this slowly, our hot mixture.
You'll have to be really careful, obviously, with that whisk attachment that it doesn't spray back up at you. Yes.
It can be kind of entertaining if it does, Nicole.
Yes, as we get third-degree burns.
I don't want to do that. I'm actually gonna probably pour it into a different thing to pour it in.
Oh, okay.
I just think that might be a good idea. I'll put it in a measuring cup. Just because. Yeah.
Okay. So the idea is that we're going to pour this in a thin stream while it's processing, while it's mixing, and ultimately we want it to get really glossy.
Okay.
I definitely have to wipe down the side of my food processor and
you're wiping it down.
Yeah.
I still have some avocado in my thing. I just want to get in there.
Yeah.
Get all my avocado in there. Mine is looking really glossy though.
Yeah.
It's looking delicious.
Almost.
Glossy, it's good, right? Okay.
Yep.
That's what I was doing. Licking it off.
Okay, so at this point, we still have more chocolate to add in, but I would say it's pretty chocolatey.
Yep, but it's going to be even chocolatier. More chocolatier. That sounded really weird.
Did you say chocolatier?
I did. That's what I said. Chocolatier.
I think that's a word.
Okay. I don't know that I've maybe pronounced it correctly, but that's okay. All right, so now we have to melt our chips, right?
Yes, and you can either do it in a microwave. The book suggests putting it into a microwave for at half power for about 2 to 4 minutes. I'm used to melting chocolate over a double boiler, so I'm going to turn. With a double boiler, when you melt chocolate, you just want to make sure that the bowl, whatever you have your chocolate in, is not actually touching the water underneath. So I have maybe a half inch of water in there, and then I'm putting my stainless steel bowl on top, and I'm just going to put my chocolate right in.
Yep, and I probably could have used a smaller bowl, but I did not, so. I think I put way too much water in here because it's finally starting to melt.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Well,
it's getting there.
Yeah. Yours also was it's a further distance away because mine was sitting down and yours is up higher.
Yeah, I like to do things the hard way, apparently.
Well, we did that for when we made sponge candy and dipped it in chocolate, or
yes.
Dipped it in chocolate.
We did.
Oh,
yeah.
This chocolate is amazing. I did a chocolate tasting with a group of people, almost more like a chocolate meditation, really. And there were people who came up to me afterwards and said, I do not like chocolate, but that chocolate was amazing. It's really good.
Huh. I used to not like chocolate. Like growing up, I was a really weird child. And my mom for Easter used to, no joke, give me an Easter basket full of fruits and vegetables. I loved it. It was my jam. Red peppers, raspberries, kiwi. I would eat that any day. Now that I'm old and I'm, whatever, I like chocolate now. I like candy, I like chocolate. I still like fruits and vegetables, but I kind of still wish I was like that because it was a lot healthier. Whatever.
That's Really interesting. I always really liked berries. And I think some types of melons, but I was not the kind of person who would take fruit over candy.
I was weird. Okay, my chocolate is officially melted.
Okay, so all we do then is just the same idea. Well, I'm actually just gonna open the top and not stream it in. I'm just gonna put it all in here and then process it for about a minute. It's just to get it, we wanna make sure it's really, you know, silky, glossy, smooth, and of course, fully incorporated.
Yep.
Okay. And you always keep the bowl because you can put plant milk or regular, you know, dairy milk, whatever in here. Oh. Okay.
See, you think of all these things, Nicole. All these things that I don't think of. You really make sure you use your food.
Well, I think maybe because sometimes it's just the sheer amount of food that I'm making. There's more to waste if it's not, if I'm not intentional about it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the way to put it.
Yep, I can see that. Okay, so I'm gonna process it again.
Yep.
Oh, that looks delicious.
This is gonna be really good.
Whoa, look at that.
It looks like chocolate pudding.
You bet your booty. I am
Yep.
going to give my kids this today when they come home. And
Yep.
I'm not going to let them know that there's avocado in it until after they taste it and they love it. And then I'm going to be like, haha, there's avocado in there. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
do know,
wouldn't.
I used to make this something along these lines, not the same, when the girls were little. They really liked it. And it had much less sweetness and chocolate. So I think, I can imagine they would really like it.
I would assume that they will. I couldn't see them not.
This is messy.
Hey.
Yeah, that just goes into the refrigerator to set. They suggest that the pudding set for 2 to 24 hours.
Okay.
We'll go on the lower end for tasting, but yeah, it's really pretty. It's very silky smooth like a pudding.
Yep. Looks great. And it worked fine in my KitchenAid. Totally fine.
Yeah.
All right, we are back. We have let our pudding sit, and we're going to have the true test. My boys are going to try it here.
And Rain's going to try it too.
All right. And I'm going to try it too. And you're going to try it.
Yep.
All right.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good.
Okay, try her out. What do you think of it?
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Do you both
Got
like
the
it?
approval. Oh, Nolan's taking it away.
What is this stuff in?
What is that in it?
Yeah.
Well, what is in this pudding, Nicole?
What do you think is in it, Carter?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Lots of chocolate. There's something else in it, though.
What is
There's
that?
a vegetable. Or is it a fruit, technically?
Avocado's a fruit.
They
Is it
both
a
left with their bowls to go eat it. There's avocado in it.
What?
Do you know what avocado is also in that you love?
What?
Guacamole.
I know.
Oh. Well, they both approve of it.
What do you think, Rain?
I think it tastes good.
Rain thinks it tastes like a pudding cup still.
It does.
It's
Yeah.
slightly healthy chocolate.
Slightly healthy chocolate, as Nolan said.
That's great. That is great. But he's eating it?
Yeah, they both took their bowls away.
Okay,
To go
that's
eat.
what matters.
If Nolan didn't like it, he would have walked it immediately right over there. I think I just had pudding all over my face.
That person don't look at me.
Oh my gosh.
I won't to compensate.
Yeah, so
Very
I would say that was successful.
Yep.
All right.
I would totally make this again.
Yes. Cool.
Yep. Well, that's that then.
Yep. Thanks for joining us again.
Yep. Hope you make it. Bye.
Bye.